Hello everyone, I hope you're ready for another adventure because today Wayne reads Her Story by Virginia Hamilton, tales about African folklore and fairy tales in the supernatural. Today we're going to read about Mary Lou Thourton, titled My Family, and she's from the state of Ohio, so I think that North Star will be a great person to join us for today's story. So let's jump in and learn about Mary Lou Thourton. I was born the 1st of September, 1915. Born in the Valley View, Kentucky. My family were Mondays. They lived in the country. Valley View, Kentucky was a very small place right on the Kentucky River between Richmond and Lexington. And about the only important thing they can look forward to was a train going past the house every day. The most important thing to my mother was to bring us to Ohio so we can get an education. I was 9 years old when we came to Ohio. I am next to the oldest girl. My boys Chester and Earl are older, and they're still living. Willard, my brother, who is also older, died in Yellow Springs at the age of 18. By the time we came to Ohio, there were only 6 living out of the 13 of us born, and my brother died in Ohio, made 7 dead. Most of them died when they were babies. I had a sister that choked to death on a marble. We lived in the country, and the doctor had to come on horseback. By the time he got there, the baby was too far gone. He didn't even tie up his horse, ran in the house and got the marble out. Too late. She passed away. She was about 3 years old. My mother would wake up and there'd be a baby dead in the crib. Living in the country, many things happened. You see it, but being young, you don't dwell on it as much. I know I miss my brother. I had no school, hardly until we came to Ohio. I tried to go to school, but we had to ride between 5 and 7 miles in open wagon. The horses were malnourished horses, and the school board gave father a certain amount of money to have his boys transport the children to school at Grapevine, Kentucky. We would go up the Tales Creek Pike and go across the creek to get to Grapevine School. If we were at school and there came a big rain, then the creek was up. We'd still have to cross the creek to come home. It was very dangerous. But we never thought about it. The horse keepers, Walker and Albert, those boys would beat the horses to get them to cross the creek. We'd all be in the wagon. I was 8 or 9. I have a picture of that school, a country school. My off-the-road, one-room school. Miss Twine, my teacher, was black. The principal was white. One of the nicest things we'd go for walks. And we'd have hickory nuts and berries. And no one ever thought of snakes. Evidently, I learned to read there because when I came to school here, the Elm School, I could read. Miss Emma Cairns was my teacher then. I was so good in the 1st grade that she asked me if I'd like to go into the 2nd grade. Well, most teachers would have just automatically promoted you. I didn't know what it was all about, so when she asked me, I told her, no, I'll stay in 1st grade. It was nice. I sat there in 1st grade and did 2nd grade work. I could write well and everything. I enjoyed everyone. As a family, we'd entertain ourselves at home. We sang, we all dress up, and would entertain our parents in the evening by having plays. I'd read to my parents and tell them about whatever books I read. They would just enjoy listening to it. My mother had about a 4th grade education, and my father had about a 5th grade one. But he was a whiz when it came to math. But they taught themselves to read the Bible, and they did it well. When I got my first job, I was making $15 a week, and I knew I was rich. So I bought my father a blue serge suit. He was so happy with it that he seldom wore it. He said he liked it so much he wanted to save it to be buried in it. So my brothers and all of us got together and bought him another suit to wear. But he kept that blue serge suit, and he was buried in it. Wow. Well, this is nice learning a little bit more about Miss Thourton. What did you think, North Star? I enjoyed learning about that part of her education as well. Thank you for sharing. See you next time. And we'll see you on the next adventure here with Wayne Reads. Thank you for joining us. We can't wait to see you on the next time. Bye-bye.